What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today we are taking a look at some recent acquisitions that I have found to be a fantastic EDC knife so far. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. And before you head out, do me a huge favor. Hit the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone. It really helps get the videos pushed out there so more people can check them out. And feel free to let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. So we're going to kick this list off with my most recent Migon acquisition. This is called the Ekri, a nice little gent carry, a clean looking folder in my opinion. We have a nice low sheep's foot it's like a sheep's foot drop point kind of blade. Coming in M390, we have a nice belt satin that runs into a hand rub on the flats there. We have a fuller on both sides and a front flipper for the deployment. I would say for both deployment methods, the detent is tuned very well. It's really hard to nail a front flipper and the fuller combo and not make it too strong, but not make it too light. And I think in the case of this, it is done well. I would love it if the front flipper was a little bit stronger, but then I think it would make it very hard to use the fuller at that point. So I see, leaving it where it is, I think that's a good mixture. It's definitely satisfying. And the other cool thing is you can use that fuller to thumb flick it out as well. And then it has some beautiful micro milling done on the handles. Very, very nice. I wish more companies would start doing this. And Migon is offering this at an insanely good price. And then this has all titanium accents. The Migon Ekri is definitely a knife not to sleep on. This next knife is coming from a new company all the way around. A new company to me, an actual fairly new company, just started in 2022 called Farah Monster. They have a couple of excellent designs, guys, and this is the first model that I've checked out from them. This one here is called the Urban Grip. It's going to be coming with a coated spear point, drop point style of blade in M390. We have a completely clean show side, which I absolutely love. Nice little touch there on the pivot. We have some carbon fiber for our inlay material. The rest of the handle will be all titanium. And then we have a matching backspacer and pocket clip, all made out of titanium. This is a fantastic looking knife. It is very well fit and it's very well finished. The fit and finish is top notch. The detent is tuned perfectly, and as I have carried and used this, the closing action has gotten even better, and it's already really nice, really smooth. I would say for a new company, they've come out of the gate swinging, and if you're looking for something that's kind of off the mainstream, but you still want that premium ended knife, that premium production knife, this company is definitely a company to consider in that realm. I think if they continue putting out knives like this, they are easily and quickly going to start being mentioned with some of the best of them, because I've handled 3 of them so far, and I think that's all they have right now. But this feels like best tech quality, like up there with what best tech produces with their higher end knives. This is right there with that. And so are the other 2 that I've checked out. So that is pretty impressive on their end. Now let's drop it down in price a little bit, and we'll go with the Sigi Starflare. I'm always keeping, a button lock. This week, surprisingly, somehow, I don't have a crossbar lock, I don't think, but typically, each week, every month, I have several button locks I like to keep around, crossbar locks, just different locking mechanisms, just because I enjoy them. And this button lock from Sigi is really well done. They are not just Sigi, but they, as in all these production companies, are really starting to figure out these button locks. And, you used to be only able to get them in rear flippers, And now they are making them with thumb studs and front flippers and cutouts. And I am telling you what, they are able to put some solid springs in there that really feel like you're opening a knife that has a real detent. It's pretty impressive, and I think they're only going to get better. We have a full aluminum body here. We have the Pac-Man pivot, which I made up on my own, but it does look like Pac-Man going to eat some stuff. Then we have a deep carry clip there that will be reversible. It is surface mounted and the screws are recessed, so it should work pretty well. Open construction, a very lightweight knife, but definitely going to make a great utility style knife. The Sigi Starflare, definitely a cool button lock. And this knife is not going anywhere, guys. The Real Steel Evolution. This thing, I can't put it down. It's been several weeks now at this point. I've been using it, testing it, carrying it every day. I love this thing. I cannot get enough of it. And that is a rare occasion where a knife really has me hooked for an extended period of time. And this one is working its way on one of, if not the longest. And that's saying something, because typically I need to move on. You know, I don't have to, but I have to carry other things. And, you know, I can find ways to keep a knife around for longer than normal and still maintain carrying and trying other knives. But this one has hung around a lot longer than normal, and it is just so well done. S35 on the steel, nice tanto blade, a harpoon drop point tanto. They also make a harpoon drop point, so they have two different blade variations. We have oversized thumb studs, which are very comfortable and easy to use. Nice full choke up spot there. Very, very comfortable in this grip. Also very comfortable in the standard grip, because we have a full length two-piece titanium backspacer. We have a nice titanium lower mounted clip there. And the really cool thing is this is a button actuated frame lock, meaning you can use that button there to disengage this knife. It has extremely solid lockup, and you can use the exposed frame lock itself to disengage this, and it does have a secondary measure to slide up under that button, so it cannot be depressed if you are getting into something a little bit more rigid, but don't expect this knife to be going anywhere anytime soon. And just like different locking mechanisms, button locks, crossbar locks, I like to keep a variety of opening methods as far as knives I'm carrying a lot. And in the case of Concept here, we have strictly a front flipper, which if done properly, I have no problem with at all. A knife being a, you know, one-way deploying knife, whatever that may be. I enjoy all of them. All the flipping styles, whether it's studs or a fuller or a hole, I enjoy all of them. So it's an issue for me, but I enjoy all of them fairly close to equally. And I do love knives that have multi-deploying options, but there are cases where there's times I just want a really solid flipper, whether it's a front or rear, and, you know, I get those knives out on those occasions. Sometimes I just want a good thumb stud knife. But in the case of this is extremely well done. A very easy front flipper to use. You can get so much momentum on this knife. It is just ridiculous. This is going to be coming in S35 VN. I don't know if I said it or not, but this is called the Tarraco. I don't think I did. Sorry if I didn't. Concept Tarraco. It's just a little secondary knife. I mean, it's not real little. Kind of stubby, if you will. Definitely, even if you have XL hands, you'll be able to fit on this nicely, comfortably. And you got that nice drop point blade, nice little stonewash finish on there. And then, like I said, the detent and the front flipper combo are mixed perfectly on this thing. There's been a time where I've gotten ahead of it and literally got it to flip open so hard it closed before it could lock up. It didn't lock up all the way. I almost got it right there, but you can get a ton of leverage on it. Does have solid lockup. Titanium handles. We have a flamed anno pattern, which I really enjoy that look, that aesthetic. And then we have a matching backspacer and pocket clip. Just a nice, cool, unique little secondary front flipper that is snappy as all hell. Very smooth, and I'm a big fan of the Tarako. Next up, we got a new one from Vased. This is the Raccoon, and you're saying, well, that's not new. Yes, this one is new. This is sporting their new compression lock, or their compression style lock, I'm sorry. They're calling it a top liner lock. Probably should come up with a new name. But I see what, they're just saying, hey, it's a top liner lock, not a standard button lock. And this guy is going to be coming in 14C28N, which is a beautiful steel, especially in a knife in this price point. I think we are getting a bargain for our money. People just really don't know how good 14C is. If you stick around here, you will find out eventually how good it is. But it is an ultra tough steel, ultra corrosion resistant, super steel like on both those sides of the spectrum, and very easy to sharpen up, which is a perfect combination for a knife. That's what you want: toughness, you want it to be corrosion resistant, and you want it to be easy to sharpen up. Edge retention to me is not the biggest deal, especially if I'm getting ultra tough, ultra corrosion resistant, and it's easy to sharpen. Edge retention becomes less important to me. That's just me in particular. We have anodized thumb studs here. We have some black micarta, which is very well done. We have a filler tab, which means this is going to be a reversible pocket clip. A little bit lower mounted in Vased fashion, but everything has been recessed, and they include the filler tab, which is a beautiful touch. We do have some internal milling to make this thing nice and lightweight. And I have a button lock version of this. I have a crossbar lock version and this one now, and this is the best one, no question about it. It's got a strong lock. It's got a satisfying deployment, insanely good closing action, of course, because it is that button style lock. And when you hold that button over, it's going to take that lock completely out of the equation, and it's going to make this thing extremely smooth. Huge fan of the original Raccoon and its aesthetic and its blade shape, and now they have just risen to the top with this one. The Raccoon top liner lock is an absolute game changer. And for the people who stuck around, we're going to get another look at my new 8020 that I recently picked up. Shout out to Carco. This thing is awesome. I have not been able to put this down. I've actually had these two knives right here quite a bit since getting both of them. And this is an awesome combo and duet. And then I've been throwing in like a sheep's foot or Warncliffe with both of these. And then I can pretty much take care of anything I need to. But this particular one is going to be coming in CPM 3V. I don't know if we'll pick it up there. You can see it, I'm sure. 3V. We have a stone-washed clip point, drop point style of blade. It's beautiful looking. We have the cutout with no thumb studs, shark lock, beautiful textured titanium handles, massive standoffs, and then I threw a deep carry Lynch Northwest pocket clip on this guy just to see if it did work, because I wasn't sure. It's for the 20.5s, and I knew it was a similar pattern, but I wasn't sure. So I wanted to try it, and once I put it on there, I said I'm just going to keep it on there for now. But I have the original if I want to go back to a lower mounted style. Just kind of ultimately depends, but this thing is extremely comfortable in hand, and it just locks you in between this point And this point, you are locked in. It is so comfortable. I love the 80/20. This is a knife that I've wanted for many years, and I finally have one. And Demco's one of my favorite designers of all time. He does a fantastic job on his folders, and I could not be happier to have this and add this to my collection. It is a knife that will never go anywhere, and one that I will be carrying a lot. You guys will have to let me know. What one is your favorite out of the list? What knives have you been carrying a lot very recently? Or what knives have you just got recently? I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone. It really helps get these videos pushed out there so more people can check them out. And if you like knife and EDC content, I release videos just like this every single day. Hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I'll throw up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one.